Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes! We are back with the brilliant Endling Extinction Is Forever on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, I found this game thanks to PlayStation Plus and I gave it a little bit of a play off camera. And from what I've played so far, it's a very interesting but sad and stressful game. So I've decided to give it a playthrough on YouTube. But in this game, you will play as a mother fox and her cubs, and it is your responsibility during the evening to leave the lair and forage for berries, search and hunt for food so that you can feed your cubs, and also avoid danger such as angry owls and angry badgers. Also avoid traps that might have been left on the ground by hunters, and just keep your cubs safe and healthy. Now, whilst you're travelling around, there will be various different skills that your foxes will just naturally earn as part of the story, but there can also be hidden skills that you can teach your foxes that will make finding food a lot easier, because that's what you want. You want food to be abundant so you can keep your cubs alive and healthy. Now, there's also going to be a story you need to follow where there's going to be a missing cub that you need to find, which will be part of the end game. And then there's also going to be another story that you're sort of following where you're just seeing the destruction that mankind is causing to the natural world and how it's affecting your fox and her cubs. So there's a bit of a story going on, but primarily it's all about looking after your foxes and taking care of them. And also, if you do get caught outside of your lair during the daytime, there will be additional threats like angry humans and stuff like that. But yeah, I've spoken for too long. Let's get straight into things. As always, there will be chapters below so that you can skip the recap and the intro. But yeah, let's get straight into things. New game. Straight into the action. I love it. Right, this is basically going to be the tutorial showing you all of the buttons and stuff like that. But it's basically like a sort of like a 2D, 3D sort of game. It's 2D, but you can also go into the foreground and into the background as well. So it's like sort of like 3D-ish. I can't explain it. I'm sure you guys and girls know what I'm saying. But as you can see, the forest is currently on fire, most likely thanks to the actions of humans. Oh, you've got a beautiful little buck in the background. Lovely. I never noticed that off camera. I must be blind. The soundtrack is also very lovely as well. Obviously, I've got to have the music a bit lower because you've got to be able to hear commentary and that. But yeah, it's a lovely soundtrack. You should be able to hear it still though. But I don't know 100%, but I think you might be the last fox either in the area or in the entire world. I'm not too sure. You're the final fox of something, so obviously you protecting your cubs is even more important. Because I think you are the last fox in the area. Oh look, a bunny. There we go. And this is where you can enter another layer and start making your way towards the background. There is a map in the game that you will use quite a lot because there'll be various different areas that you can't go to until later, so the map's going to be very useful. So you don't waste your time walking towards an area where you can't go no further and then there's no food and your cubs start getting hungry and then you start getting stressed out. So thankfully there is a map. Not sure how the fox managed to read the map, but there is a map. I hope this music ain't copyrighted because it is amazing. When those quick time events come up that just came up right then, normally you will win it. But if you win it, you still kind of take damage, like how the fox is right now. As you can see, she's limping. So if you do like get caught with your pants down during the daytime and you're unable to get back to your lair before daytime, and then you like get into a scuffle with like a poacher or just an angry human, even if you win the quick time event, your fox will still end up injured like this. So make sure you just avoid people and danger at all costs. But normally you will win those quick time events. But we failed that one as part of the story, I guess. The thing that I love the most about this game, in the UK, foxes, red foxes, are treated very badly. Most people like them, but there's also a lot of people that don't like them and treat them like vermin, just the same as like pigeons and rats and stuff like that. And it really pisses me off because I've got an entire family of foxes that live right next to my house. I see them literally every single day for near enough the entire year. It's only probably November until late January that I don't see them. So they're always around, and it's like a family, probably of about 20 foxes now, and they're always in the playground in the school next to my house where I work. So I've got a very, very big soft spot for foxes. So seeing them being treated badly really does aggravate me. And seeing how they're treated in this game just reminds me of the real world, so it does piss me off a little bit. But soon, if you guys and girls have been on my channel before, you'll know I did a series called Wolf Quest, where I... Did you see that guide up there? That guy, I mean. I think that might be the main antagonist of this game, possibly. I never noticed him when I was playing this. But there's going to be several of these lairs dotted through the game. I don't know if you find them as part of the story, but... There's 4 altogether, if I remember correctly. Man, sorry, when that little tear come out the eye then. Go on, girl. Ah. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, I forgot I could change the colours of them. Oh, lovely. Look at them, man. They're so adorable. But as I was saying, yeah, I forgot to mention it. I do a series on this YouTube. I started doing it in 2018 called Wolf Quest. It's where I head out into the wild and I look for wolves, look for animals, wild animals. A bit like Brave Wilderness. And I haven't done it for years because of just life and COVID and stuff like that. But it should be returning this year. And one of the episodes is red foxes. I've got quite a lot of very adorable footage. Okay, right, so as we could change the colour of these, I thought up some really cool names. So I think this one right here, we're going to name this one Simba, because he looks a little bit like Simba from The Lion King. It's a bit hard to see the colour because it's so dark. Don't worry, girl, it's just a thunderstorm. But there's one that looks a bit like, yeah, this one I think. So we've got Simba, we've got Scar, both of those from The Lion King. Is there like just a normal orange one? Well, I guess that would be the normal orange one, maybe. So what do we want? Simba, Scar. What can the blue one be? Stitch. There you go, from Lilo and Stitch. Simba, Scar, Stitch. We might as well keep them all as S then. And Stripe. There you go, because of the stripe across his eyes. There we go, so we've got Simba, Scar, Stitch, and Stripe. Lovely. They do look like an adorable bunch of foxes. Gotta be honest with you, I've never seen a blue fox in my life, but never mind. Oh man, I love foxes. Look at that little cutie. Endling Extinction is Forever. Not always, surprisingly. Sometimes they do just reappear. Alright, so in that corner right there, as you can see, I've got 4 cubs, and that bar down there, that is how hungry they are. So as you can see, they're very hungry at the moment, and we need to go and find food, but I don't think we're going to be leaving the lair just yet. No, we are leaving the lair now. Oh, I thought there was going to be another cutscene. Okay, so to find food, you've got a little sniffy nose. Oh, you can hear it through the controller. I don't know if you can hear that. That's adorable. And every time you sniff, they've took advantage of the haptic feedback, so you can feel the you can literally feel the sniffy nose in your hand. Right, so we need to go and find some food. Normally the cubs will be coming with you, but I guess for this tutorial section, you've got to find food and bring it back to the cubs. But there's various different ways of finding food. Like, you can even give them rubbish, but you want to try and avoid that because obviously it's not good for them. And there's a possibility that when you dig into the bag to collect food, the bag can get stuck around your head, and that counts as damage, and then you walk around with a plastic bag stuck around your neck. There you go. Now you can follow the trail by sniffing. And when you get close, you hold down L1, R1 to sneak like this. And you have to pounce at them from pouncing spots. Like fish, you just need to get close to them, but mice, you need to make sure it's in a pouncing spot, which is basically like just a little like pile with like rocks and stuff. Did I get it? Yep, we did. Lovely. Not sure what kind of fish that is, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. But when you feed your foxes, if you do manage to find enough food to fill that bar to the top, it temporarily stays completely full. So during that time you want to probably just run around. Because I don't know if running around in this game maybe decreases their hunger quicker. So when you've got a full hunger bar, whilst it's like stuck like that for a brief bit of time, then it's probably the perfect time to run around and hold down the R2 button and just sprint to your next location. Because I think running might make them hungrier. Lovely. You must return home before the night ends. You don't have to, but it's recommended that you do if you can. Right, can I get the map up yet? Yes, I can. And those little lock things on the map, that means you cannot go that way yet. And they slowly just unlock themselves as you progress through the games. But then I think other locks can appear as well. So at the moment this is just barricaded by snow. But eventually you can dig through there. And you definitely want to go through there because that sort of leads to the factory area. And I know you can definitely learn one of the skills up there called Squeeze Through, where one of your cub will learn to squeeze through little holes that your mother fox can't get through and find some extra food. So you definitely want to learn Squeeze Through. Also, Dig is another one you want to learn as well, actually. And I think both of those are in the factory area. It's so flipping tickly. Every time you sniff of the fox, it's so flipping tickly. They've really done well with the haptic feedback. I don't think there's any point in me coming this way. I'm pretty sure this leads back to the road, and I think there's just rubbish over here. Yeah, I don't really want to take rubbish back if I can avoid it. Oh, what's this? I don't even know what that is. I don't even. Oh, I was meat from the buck. Oh, okay, I will take this back. That's all right. And to be honest, that buck was on fire, so it is going to be cooked. Might be very evil, but at least it's cooked. We all know that cooked food tastes better than raw food. I don't know how people manage to eat sushi. I tried sushi once. Never again. Never again. I don't think it's so much that the taste was all right. It's got a very fresh taste, but it's the texture of it. It just because it's raw. It's just nah. My little cousin wants to taste sushi because she loves everything that they do in Japan. She really wants to taste sushi. And I've told her it's a bad idea, but she really wants to, so she will do eventually. But she'll probably love it. Alright, so do we have to just fill that bar up completely, or are we... Oh no, there we go. Oh, Stripe. You're about to be a troublemaker. Is that Stripe? I can't see the eyes. I think that might be Stripe. Either Stripe. Yep, that's Stripe. You're being a very, very naughty boy. The thing is, this would probably work in real life. The amount of times I've seen foxes playing with tennis balls. Scents don't last forever. Yeah, so these scents that you have to follow, they're a purple line, and I think you have to follow them quickly. But this gives you information about your missing cub, because this cub, as you can see, there's a purple fox now. That cub's going to be missing probably until like near the end of the game, and I think you can fail to save your pup. So just be aware of that. And I don't know if maybe finding all of these links right here are detrimental to your success of finding your cub. So I don't know if you skip these or miss these, if you won't be able to find your cub. I'm not 100% sure, but just, you know, follow them just in case. Like I said, I've only played a little bit off camera. I've got maybe to the second lair. But that poacher, you'll see him a lot throughout this game. He's always causing trouble, shooting at areas and killing things. He's just an absolute scumbag. Look, he even got bitten. Well done, Stripe. Bite him on the finger. Next time, bite him in the balls. But I feel like this playthrough will be a very acquired taste. I don't know if everyone's going to enjoy this, because after this episode it becomes a bit more, you know, just looking for food, keeping your foxes alive, very to the point. The trace ends here. Find food for your other cubs. Is it going to be a lovely fish? I thought it was a frog then, because it was glowing green. I love how they do the little jump as well that foxes do. It's so adorable when they do that. I watch them doing it at work. I'm looking out the window when I'm done cleaning, and I go into the school hall, and then I can see out the window all the foxes running around on the field and in the playground. Sometimes they just watch me as well. They just stare at me because they know that I can't get to them because I'm in the building. They just watch what I'm doing. Nosy little devils. But yeah, you see them running around doing stuff like that, where they're just like trying to pants on either each other, or they're trying to pants on like insects and things like that, because there's not really, well, they do hunt birds, because sometimes you see feathers all over the school flipping field, so you know they've killed something, but most of the time they're just eating stuff that the kids have dropped on the floor. But you see them doing that cute little pounce. It's adorable. Oh, they do it to tennis balls as well. They love tennis balls. There you go. But you see how the bar is glowing now. Whilst it's glowing, it doesn't go down for a couple of seconds. Oh, look! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I think Simba just turned white. That's not what we wanted. Oh, look at that little cutie. That'd make a nice thumbnail. Oh, no, hang on a minute. Why have we got a white fox with us now? I thought he was blue. What happened to Stitch? I think Stitch turned white. Oh, no. Yeah. So we've got Scar, We've got Scar's Simba and flipping White Stitch for some weird reason. Oh, sweet. Already unlocked. Right. So I think what we will do is we will start making our way towards this location. But these are the buttons basically. If your cubs get scared and you press up on the D-pad, well, it already told me for some reason, but you can play with them like this and comfort them, and it will keep them happy and following you at normal speed. If they're taking too long to keep close to you, you press circle. There you go. I don't know if you can hear that. It came through the DualSense controller. But you press circle and you can yap, and that will make the foxes follow you a bit faster. L1 is sniffing. I think L2 is to zoom in. Yeah, not very much, mind you. That's a tiny zoom, that is. And then you've got R2 to run, and R1 is to sneak. And those are going to be your main buttons. Then triangle is to use one of your little cubs' skills, like squeeze through and stuff like that. And square is to pick things up, whether it's food or one of your cubs. Circle's to yap, and X is to interact with things. But you'll see the bar come up in the middle of the screen, letting you know how close you are. See how close you are to the next day. You want to try and get back to your lair before daytime, but if you are still outside, it doesn't matter massively. You just got to be extra careful. And sometimes you have to stay out until daytime anyway, because you ain't got enough time to reach an area before daytime arrives. So you have to stay out, really. We're finding some very decent food at the moment. It's all like nice fresh fish. Come on. Dinner's ready. One thing I have noticed though is your fox never seems to eat. Surprised she hasn't starved. Right. Yep, we are going the right way. I know that there's a bush round here with berries on it. Because I think the berry bushes, I think they continuously grow berries every single new day. Possibly, I could be lying about that, so don't quote me on it. It's good to check up here because sometimes you can find like eggs and stuff in the trees. What is that? Oh, it's like a cooler, ain't it? Oh, there's probably going to be some food in it. Most likely rotten food, mind you. I don't know how long this area has been, well, no longer viable for humans to be here, that's for sure. It's become a bit of a dump. Probably some mouldy sandwich. Oh no, it's an apple, isn't it? Yeah, it was an apple. Lovely. Probably a manky apple though. Yeah, see, it is the berries. To get the berries, you just got to jump in the bush. There you go. And jump back out. But berries, even though it's a bit of food, they don't fill your foxes up very much. Because I think there's a trophy for feeding your foxes only berries for a few days. Which I reckon that one will be rough. But once you know where there's plenty of berry bushes, you should be alright. But they don't fill them up very much. So just be aware of that. Oh, that's nice. I do love a bonfire. Oh, we can't go to the factory yet. Okay. That's a shame. Suppose they don't want me getting all of the skills too quickly. Because like I said, some of them you will naturally earn as you play the game. And others have to be found. The night is coming to an end. You should return to your lair for safety. Maybe I don't wanna. Maybe I'm feeling like a bit of a rebel fox. The foxes in my area don't go back home when it's morning. In fact, when I walk my dog Sammy, sometimes they follow me. They literally just follow me. Oh crap, that way's blocked as well. But yeah, they literally just follow me. I don't know why. I think they think Sammy is a fox. It's funny. I have got video footage of it. I'll have to see if I can upload it at some point. Oh, it's a rabbit. These really fill up your fox. I'm sorry, Bunny. I kind of feel like I shouldn't have killed this. I'm going to carry it back with me. I'm not going to give it to them yet. Because these foxes, these bunnies, they... Oh, shit. Yeah, you don't want to go that way. Yeah. It's because it's nearly daytime. You shouldn't be out yet, though. Yep, get that big old bunny through the hole. But make sure you don't turn the game off unless you've been to your lair, because it only saves when you return to your lair. I've got no idea what that's for. Oh. Oh, they've learned how to jump. When did you all learn how to jump? Did you already know how to jump? I mean, I'm assuming you already know how to jump. That seems like a pretty normal thing for a fox to do. Man, I'm so disappointed that Stitch has turned into a white fox. Oh, I feel like I have to change the name. Nah, we're not going to change the name. Your cubs will learn new skills at certain locations. Help them gain these vital experiences. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Alright. Which way should we go today then? Suppose we'll explore this way a little bit. Make sure you sniff as soon as you come out of the lair though, because sometimes those purple aromas might be around, and then you can start learning more about your missing cub. What you found? Or it might be, yep, a little mouse. I'm not going to give it to them just yet because they're still pretty full. That's a trap. Yeah. You got to jump over it. I think the cubs just run around it because they're very smart. Very, very smart. How you doing, Simba? How you doing, Scar? How you doing, Stitch? How are your little feet feeling? They feeling cold? Wouldn't be surprised. There's snow everywhere. Apparently this place leads to a dead end. Also, another thing you might notice when you're playing this game is as you progress through it, you'll see the map change. But you'll see the map change and become more destroyed by humans. No, not yet, not yet, not yet, not... You greedy little turds. You greedy little turds. You're going to become fat. And then you definitely won't be able to jump if you become fat. Every time she yaps, it's like, move your bloody arse. I think there might be something for us to check out over there, actually. I know we have to go over near that fishing hut at some point to follow some more clues about our missing cub. There's also a grumpy badger around here, actually. Oh, berries. Yep. Might as well give you these berries now, because they're not going to fill you up very much anyway. Can you smell the badger? Or is it food? Uh-oh. Hey, did you just bite my paw? Hey, you big mean badger. Oi! Right? Get the fuck away from my cubs, right? You do that again, right? Me and you are going to have issues. I know we're both wild animals, but you touch my cubs, mate. We're going to have to throw hands. Right, I'm going to have to make my way back to the legs. I need to end this video now. You see that hole there? I think they're badger holes, and I think they serve as like fast travel points, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Right, come on. On a double, you two. 3, I mean. Yeah, we are going the right way. Alright, I'm going to have to end the video now, BwolfTheWolf. I'm going to have to end it here. So, thanks for watching, BwolfTheWolf. Hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough so far. Like I said, it's a bit of a different game, but I played it off camera. I thought it was very interesting. I need to record 6 more videos because that's all I need left for when I'm on holiday. So I thought this would be the perfect game for me to do. And I like showing off these smaller games anyway because they never get the recognition that they deserve. You're not going to see the big guys on YouTube playing games like this because they won't get as many views. So I like to show them off to put some more eyes on it, and then maybe more people will download it, and, you know, there you go. They get more sales that they deserve. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and join the pack today.